about the midway path, and of course there are several elements to the midway path, because it's a technical term, I reckon, and not everyone will understand it. But one of the things which is being mentioned is, Professor Kumar, is to drill from top of the tunnel now. Your opening comments on this, Professor.
Yeah, actually, in engineering and also in such kind of a collapses, the rescue operation when it went on, we have a different kind of a measures to be adopted for drilling purposes also, like vertical drilling. Then we go for the side drilling, then horizontal drilling, and so on and so forth, making the assessment. And those they are there at the helm of affairs, they might be understanding probably this is the best way to go. So they might be thinking and making assessment and deciding, but there's maybe this is the best assessment what they have done. Normally, technically speaking, three four types of drilling which they do for protecting. So whether only one way of doing it or simultaneously we should go with the different options as well. So different options means whether horizontal drilling will do at this point of time or not. They must have tried it out. I would say simply in terms of that, I was listening. We should not lose hope at this stage of time. But this is very important. People have survived in the kind of such kind of accidents in many of the places, 12 days, 13 days. But provided they are getting food and oxygen, this is two very important, and also the water to drink. As you are saying that they might be, we are considering that they are safe inside, and all the hope that we should try for the tunneling and the drilling. I would like to address two things which you have not asked, but I'm just suggesting here if it is an appropriate time. Like now, India is going into kind of a tunneling transportation system also, like that we are railway or the water transport, and also the road transport, etc. It's very pertinent and important to understand that where the workers or the engineers they are going in such kind of accident where they have been trained and they are undertaking such kind of a, if it is happened, it's not that drilling should be done from outside, but they can also do from inside. So that kind of both ways, then it works. Then probably it will happen. So if they are trained, they might be trying also, because we do not have any communication with them so far, as reported and as. So this is very important to establish communication there. And what way it would be established at this stage, I do not know, because we have not been able. Our
All
camera has
right.
also not been able to reach, and so on and so forth. Please.
Okay. Dr. Porwal, let me come to you, sir. Do you think that, of course, there are geological, geographical issues, considering both of you are experts. But do you think it's become a major problem because it is located in the Amravat forest area, sir? Or you think that's not true?
Generally, that area is stable, so chances can be taken because this particular gush of water is due to some fault and some joints. So once that pressure reduces, other places must be okay. So I think firstly we may have to pump into the oxygen is one of the most thing, and establish communication and food. If you are able to establish all these three things, this is going to be game changer. So first oxygen, communication, and some liquid or some food.
Yeah, sir,
So horizontal drilling also from
I'm
inside that is
sorry to,
possible.
Dr. Saab, I'm sorry to interject you, talking about lack of oxygen, etc. Experts are saying that the collapse section was so volatile that any effort to remove the silt, which has become a biggest impediment, as it were, could result in another collapse. Any attempt to either tamper with the tunnel boring machine, which is damaged, which is buried under the silt, could also trigger another event. Do you think you see that as one of the major problems, because all the safety workers are only coating the unrelenting water and the silt, sir, the muck, as it were?
Then the only one of the last resort is to have a 1.5 meter to 2 meter pipe put on the side of the top, and we try to get into as much as possible. So only we may have to have a very confined space to work and to minimize the damage to the tunnel. So that way, some reverse boring, it is reverse boring, like we do the well sinking. So we put the horizontal pipe with the cutting edge, we force it, take out the mud, force it, take out the mud. So this improvisation, we may have to work it out because it will be around 100 meter. So in front, we can have a smaller dia pipe, and behind, we can have a larger diameter. So we have to create some confined space to get into that. If we cannot remove the entire mud, At
Yeah.
least we have to make a headway to have a 1.5 meter, 2 meter approach through some circular
Right.
horizontal
You know,
piping.
what
So
I
I think
like
Professor
is
will
that
also.
what I like about this conversation is that we are all not giving up that four-letter word, which is hope. And you know, I somehow think we are going to have smiles on our faces, you know, maybe in the evening. Uh, so thank you both, you know, although I'm not ending the conversation, but for keeping the hope alive, gentlemen. Professor Kumar, I want to ask you that this is being compared with Silkyara, you know, time and again. Although the situation, both the situations are very different. We've had success, Professor Saab, in that case, and I'm hoping success here. They are saying, Professor Kumar, that in Uttarakhand, there was an exit and an entrance, you know. In this, Sri Salem, there is just, it's just one way, and which makes the rescue task even more difficult. Professor Kumar, would you agree?
I would definitely 100% agree on this. This is a much more complex situation.
Okay.
And because two things, the water and this mud, both are mixing together, which is also not allowing to give the passage. So that communication is also not getting established. So if that communication is established, food is given, like in Silkiara, we had this food supply continuously, oxygen supply. Then we also had communication with the trapped individuals. So here, that another thing is also that's what we are trying to go for the vertical drilling, so from the top, because there is no open end other side. So this is the challenging situation. We have to go through this way, or we have to open some new ways in the main, whether we go vertically or horizontally. So that is to be decided by them, those who are into operations, and definitely they must be considering all those options. So these are the options normally seen, but many of the things can be tried out, which has not been tried ever. So we say that out of the box, which comes at the site only. So this again, hope, which we say that hope is the only thing which can give certain opportunities to work. So we are not stopping. Let the people think also, and then everyone is thinking. Central government, state government, army, border road, all are putting their energy. So if this energy synergizes, definitely I'm still hoping that they will be coming out alive. So I pray for them, and complexity is definitely there. But I would suggest also in future that high skilled persons would go into a kind of a drilling system. I know I'm not saying that they are not high skilled, but anticipating such kind of a disasters inside, and when you are trapped, what are the things to be done. So the new checklist to be prepared in such kind of a things for the officials who are actually getting workers who are going there. So this also side by side we are learning uh, that we have for future or many other parts of the country,
Right.
when we are going for drilling, we should apply these learning also, as just Silkiara and this also together.